Join me as I take on the challenge of finding Vienna's hidden gems that most tourists miss. I'm super excited to share with you some of the most underrated treasures of this incredible city. From quirky cafes to secret gardens, Vienna has so much more to offer beyond the typical tourist traps and overcrowded hotspots. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today, the hidden gems that only a few know about. I'm sure we've all been there, stuck in a sea of tourists, trying to get a glimpse of the famous landmarks, only to find ourselves feeling like we're just following the crowd. And let's be honest, it can be really frustrating to miss out on unique experiences just because we're following the same old tourist trail. But what if I told you that there's a way to experience Vienna like a local, to explore the city's best-kept secrets, and to discover hidden gems that will make your trip truly unforgettable? Think about it. Every city has its own secret spots, its own hidden treasures that only a few know about. And Vienna is no exception. From underground art scenes to trendy neighborhoods, there's so much to explore beyond the usual tourist routes. But the question is, where do you start? How do you find these hidden gems that most tourists miss? Let me tell you, it's not easy. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to venture off the beaten path. But trust me, it's worth it. Because when you do find those hidden gems, it's like discovering a whole new side of the city. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So let's start with one of my favorite hidden gems, the Museumsquartier. This former imperial stable has been transformed into a vibrant cultural complex filled with art museums, trendy cafes, and even a marketplace. It's the perfect place to experience Vienna's thriving art scene, and it's still relatively off the beaten path. Then there's the Prater Park, a former imperial hunting ground that's now a popular spot for recreation and leisure. With its beautiful gardens, walking trails, and even a few hidden cafes, it's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. But my favorite hidden gem has to be the Augarten Porcelain Factory. This historic factory has been producing some of the world's most exquisite porcelain since the 18th century, and it's still family-owned today. Not only can you take a tour of the factory, but you can even learn how to make your own porcelain pieces. It's an experience you won't find anywhere else in Vienna, and it's definitely worth a visit. But the most surprising hidden gem of all has to be the Vienna Sewer System. That's right, you heard me right, the sewer system. This underground network of tunnels and canals dates back to the 19th century, and it's actually a really cool piece of engineering. You can take a guided tour of the system, and even learn about the history of Vienna's sanitation system. It's definitely not your typical tourist attraction, but trust me, it's fascinating. In today's video, we've explored some of Vienna's best-kept secrets, from art museums to underground sewer systems, and I hope it's inspired you to think outside the box and explore beyond the usual tourist routes. Remember, the best travel experiences often come from taking the road less traveled. If you've got your own hidden gems to share, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more travel content and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.